Well, thank you all very much for having us. I know it's been a long day, so we appreciate you guys taking the time. We're here to talk to you about TrueReviews, which is our Bitcoin-powered review platform, and it solves the incentive problem that traditional review platforms have. So to introduce myself, my name is Connor Murray. I'm currently a technical solutions engineer at Epic Systems, a medical records software company.
And my name is Dylan Murray. I'm a software engineer at Red Hat, now IBM, working on cloud orchestration software.
We've both been involved in cryptocurrency, blockchain, Bitcoin, whatever you want to call it, since about 2013. We worked on a variety of projects that on other blockchains just were never bound to work out. It wasn't really until about 2 to 2.5 years ago we both pretty much became obsessed with figuring out what Bitcoin is actually about and understanding it. I've been working on educational type stuff. He's worked on a variety of projects, but ultimately we've been looking for a problem to solve that only Bitcoin can solve. And it quickly became clear to us that online reviews are one of those areas. I figured this out about 2 years ago. I was in Italy with my wife and her family, and my mother-in-law is like a TripAdvisor-aholic, I guess. Our entire vacation was powered by TripAdvisor. Everything we did was reviewed 8,000 times. She made sure that she looked at every single review. And we had a fantastic vacation. But one of the things that happened was we got back from one of our tours, and the tour guide said, please, please, please go online and review me on TripAdvisor, because if I don't get reviewed on TripAdvisor, I don't get any business. My entire business is from TripAdvisor reviews. I thought, well, that's kind of interesting, because then when we went home, we did not review them. And it turns out we're not alone. So while all of us as consumers rely on online reviews to determine which business we'll patronize, only about 1/3 of us will actually leave a review unsolicited. To make matters worse for businesses, if you don't have reviews, you get less business. So actually, regardless of rating, the more reviews your business has, the more you'll actually get patrons in. It's actually interesting that when you look into the research, reviews are taking over advertising campaigns. So that's actually good and bad, because it means that you can't always trust the reviews that you see online. And that's what we ultimately are hoping to solve. Really, the root problem is that there's no incentive for users to go and leave reviews unless they're doing it out of vengeance. Usually bad reviews have an incentive because you want to get back at the company that wronged you. But most importantly, there's actually no easy way for businesses to incentivize users to review their platform or their business or whatever they do. And part of that is because there's not an easy way to distribute redeemable rewards. And Bitcoin actually allows us to do so. But most importantly, there's no way for us as consumers or businesses to know whether a review actually came from a trusted source. If I read your review, I actually have no idea if you actually ate at that restaurant, went there, or anything like that. So our solutions are multifaceted, but really quite simple. We incentivize the user in 2 different ways. First of all, users, if they make popular reviews, get paid in Bitcoin. So if other users vote on their review, the person gets paid in Bitcoin. They can also be tipped. If your review is particularly helpful to someone, then they can tip you for your review. But we think most importantly what we've built is a way for businesses to issue redeemable rewards when a review is made. So what we actually have built today is if I go to a business, at point of sale, an API call can be made to TrueReviews. And a Bitcoin transaction is made to verify some kind of receipt information that says this person did eat at this restaurant, for example, on this day. Maybe they ordered this as well. And then when they go and make a review, a locked coupon is instantly sent to the user, and they can use back at that business. So it has a twofold incentive where the business gets a review, and they're also incentivizing the user to come back. And most importantly, we've actually built a reputation API. So pretty much every online website today uses reputation in some manner, whether it's Reddit or Wikipedia. Our platform has an on-chain reputation system, which is, again, available as an API for any company to use. If you're wondering how we're doing all this, I can't spend too long on this slide, but I'm happy to talk with you about this later. We're powered by the Run on Bitcoin platform, which is essentially a smart contract and tokenization engine on Bitcoin SV. The important thing is that it enables us to have digital property ownership. So it actually allows us to have tokens issued on the blockchain. As far as our product today, we've achieved a minimum viable product that allows all the core functionality I've already mentioned, but I'll just kind of briefly reiterate them. Users can make online reviews or on-chain reviews for any location in Google Maps database. So if you have a location in Google Maps' database, we integrate with Google's API, and you can pull up the business and leave a review. Users can, again, earn Bitcoin, but also redeemable rewards for making reviews. And then finally, we also have a reputation system where we're associating some kind of reputation with the user. In this very generic and simplistic picture I put together just to help you understand, our entire application is powered by Bitcoin. We're really just a very light front end with an API server. And the API server is only possible because we are using the Run open source platform. As far as our competitors go, there's very obvious competitors, which are those TripAdvisors, Google, Yelp. Pretty much any feedback company is also an indirect competitor. But ultimately, we don't view them as, we actually see these companies as future customers, right? So the best way to get these companies to pay attention to us is to finish our website, which is almost there, and just say, look, we can do everything you do, only better because it's powered by Bitcoin. But we want to open up all of our APIs to say, to allow these companies to just make one simple API call, and then they can do things like having businesses issue on-chain gift cards easily. As far as how we stack up, if we just take two of the biggest ones, at least in the United States, these are definitely the two biggest ones. We do everything they do, except we have that crucial element of allowing businesses to directly incentivize user feedback. And then we also want to call out, we are powered by Google, so it's not, we actually can store Google's location ID in the blockchain, which allows us to kind of quasi make a tokenization platform off of Google. So as far as our roadmap, we have already launched a pre-alpha, I guess, to a limited subset of users. We pretty much very quickly realized that we have an inherent scaling problem. So if we want to build our system the way we want it to, we want every single action put on the Bitcoin blockchain like we're doing today. And we hit the unfortunate 25 transaction chain mempool limit. We have ways to build our infrastructure around this, but ultimately we just don't want to do it. We want every single action funded or done on the Bitcoin blockchain. We'd be happy to talk to you about all the ways we're working around that right now, but that is our current scaling limitation. Our immediate next step is we want to build out this site completely, and we want to be able to show TripAdvisor, Yelp, Google, look, we have everything you have, only more. But ultimately, we think our big moneymaker here is doling out these APIs and making them available to every company that we've listed as our competitor. We want to bring these companies into the Bitcoin ecosystem. The easiest way for us to do that is to actually build these out as APIs like they already are and allow these companies to integrate with us. And also, if we build a reputation API, that can be used by every single online company that has reputation, whether that's Reddit, Wikipedia, or any companies being built. As far as how we plan to make money, we have two main revenue models. The first would be the use of the website. The obvious way to monetize our website is with microtransactions, and that's ultimately what we want to do. But just being upfront, our current limitation is that the Run on Bitcoin platform is not supported by any major wallet in the SV ecosystem right now. It's my mission this week to get one of them to do it. And so the problem with that comes, and again, I'd be happy to get into more details later, but our technical limitations are basically we can't do a good user experience with microtransactions as long as that's true. We do hope that that would change later. So we've actually thought through a subscription-based model. And that can just be a low-cost yearly or monthly subscription model to allow users to use the website. This actually has the added benefit of people that don't own Bitcoin can use the website. So they can pay with a credit card for our subscription model, come into the Bitcoin ecosystem, and actually earn Bitcoin, and that's their onboarding process right there. But we really do believe that the big moneymaker here is bringing our API server out and allowing any company to use it in building business-to-business solutions in ways that we probably won't even imagine right now. And now Dylan's going to just show you a very brief demo of our core functionality here.
We'll just go to the next one. So before I start the video, just real quick, I want to talk about the technology stack that's powering the app. So it's really just two components. It's the front end is a React.js application, and the back end is just a Node.js server that is interacting with the Run platform. So as Connor was mentioning, it's really cool the fact because we built this project for the BSV hackathon, and we really thought it would just be compelling if every single action that's taken on the site and the state of the site is completely stored on the blockchain, so everything's auditable, right? So if someone modifies a review, we have the whole audit log of the review history. So let's go ahead and start the review, get this off the screen. So what you're going to see here is just a little small feature of the site that we think is kind of the most impressive thing so far. Users on TrueReviews can own business locations, and when they own business locations, they have the ability to create locked coupons that are only unlocked with a valid review. We'll just go ahead and start the demo. So, sorry. So you're going to see a button under White Street Brewing Company. That's my brewery that I own. And that mint $5 coupon reward is going to simulate what happens at a point of sale at my brewery when a customer comes in and they make the purchase. I'm going to make a Bitcoin transaction and an API call to TrueReviews, which creates a Bitcoin transaction. That's going to have the receipt data, and it's going to create this locked coupon. So this locked coupon is going to have a redemption code, and I'm going to print this on my receipt that the customer gets at my brewery. And now we're going to go ahead and have a new user come to the site for the first time. So Caitlin is going to go and log in. We're using MoneyButton's OAuth system. And Caitlin's going to get prompted to register. And to register for the site, all she has to do is swipe a money button. It won't be 1 penny down the line. So once she's registered and in, she's going to go ahead and submit a new review. And when you submit a new review, you can search for the location powered by Google Search. And as you can see, some of the front-end quirks here, because we are not front-end developers at all. So she's going to fill out the review body and give it a rating. Then optionally in the bottom, fill out a redemption code. And if you fill out that redemption code and it's a valid code, then we expect that this user will actually own a $5 coupon. And this is a tokenized asset on the Bitcoin blockchain. So this entire demo is actually on mainnet. Once the review is submitted, we're going to go ahead and view her profile. And she's going to own 2 tokenized assets. One is the review itself, and one is the actual $5 off coupon to White Street Brewing. So you can see the review on the left with the reputation score of all the people that have voted on it, which so far is 0. And the coupon, since we're powered by Google's API, we can actually just load the business details directly from Google server. And if we go back to her profile, you'll notice that her reputation score is at 1, so she earned a point for creating a review. And as she curates content on the site, and as other people vote on her content, she's actually going to earn reputation, and eventually we're going to build out to include spam buttons so you can actually lose reputation on the site. So that's just one component of what we have. If you're interested in seeing the rest of the features, we have other videos that we could send around, or we'd happy to show you privately. And so finally, our advisory board, we have James Fitzgerald, who's the founder and CEO of Fitzy TV, which is a cloud DVR technology company. Then Brenton Gunning and Christopher Ames, which are the co-founders of the Run on Bitcoin platform. We have a great relationship with them. When we finally ended up on Run, they were just been so responsive with bugs, and it's been a really, really great experience working with them. So they've been great to have on our team. And, oh, sorry, I forgot you have the clicker, yeah.
Yes, we're open for any questions that you have.